Hey there. Thanks so much for taking the time to post your questions and reach out. I really want to be able to engage and connect and help make this journey to health go easier and smoother for you. So I'm glad to help out. We got a real good one come up about exercise. And, why should I do it? Is it really important? Can I do too much? What if I've got adrenal dysfunction? How do I make this work? Great question. Love to get some clarity on that. For starters, I want to make it very clear that I am very pro-exercise. It's a real good thing. We have this fight or flight response, and it's no coincidence that we call it fight or flight. It's basically a lot of triggers that make our bodies want to fight or run away from things. And the paradox about modern life is a lot of things trigger that response. Chemicals trigger that response. You walk down the street and you hear the noise from traffic, that makes your body go into that mode. You breathe in diesel particulate fumes with lead derivatives, same thing, you're going into this fight or flight mode chemically inside of yourself. Maybe you had a breakfast with caffeine and fructose, a coffee and a donut or maybe even like a healthy muffin or something. So all this stuff puts your body in this fight or flight state. And our system thinks, okay, I've got to fight or run, and it's ready for that. It's putting you in this heightened state of stress and storage. So the cool thing about exercise is that it is an artificial fight and flight that turns it off, because you need some type of a physical outlet to move out of that state. So without exercise, you're stuck in it. So exercise is really critical to have in some capacity. Now we've got different forms. The main types I think about would be endurance, cardio type activities. We've got strength training, flexibility training, and they're all really of value. So it's more a matter of preponderance, which types and how much. If you're at a point of working hard and intensely at weight loss, I'm going to throw a curveball in the works here. I do not encourage jumping into intense exercise. I would encourage maintaining and gently adding in appropriate movement, some light walking, some stretching, some calisthenics. We've got a great video that walks you through a pretty easy workout. We'll make sure you got information on. So those things are good, but it's not a time to sign up for the marathon and suddenly do a whole ton more training than you're used to. So a big rule is how much you are adapted to now. And anytime you want to change that or shift that, you've got to do that very slowly. In terms of time of intense exercise, think about maybe increasing by 10% per week at the most. If you're raising your time of intense activity quicker than that, your body will go into stress mode. Your body will go into the storage state, and you will not lose weight because of that. It will really block your efforts. So you want to move, you want to stay active, but you don't want to beat yourself up during the process. In general, calisthenics, body weight type exercises, stretching, flexibility work, qigong, yoga, those are the least apt to goof things up. So if you're phasing into it, start with those. And there's been a ton of science, believe it or not, on the benefit of an evening walk. The perfect way is just after dinner. If it's like around sunset, you just cannot beat that. 10, 20 minutes or so strolling around your neighborhood. If there's somewhere that's scenic or you've got some trees or mountains or natural settings, that much better even. But just a walk in the evening has been shown to be so helpful for gently diminishing that cortisol response. Now, having said that, that's the worst time for a hard workout because you'll do the opposite. You'll actually heighten it to make your body not go into deep relaxation for sleep. So work out some morning activity, and that could be some calisthenics. Again, we've got some great easy videos on how to do that. Body weight exercises, some light strength training, and then do a good walk in the evening. That's a great starting place. If you do have more adrenal dysfunction, those are still good ideas, but just take it gentle. And the way to evaluate how it worked is by first off erring on the lighter side. So if you're jumping back into this, do a little less than you think you should, and then watch yourself the next couple days. If your energy levels really crash and take a few days to come back up, well, note to self, that was too much. Take a little bit lighter next time around. So it's all about modifying as your needs show up, but then also continuity and consistency. So get a regular rhythm, let your body know when this will happen and be expecting it, and really gauge how you're feeling afterwards, and not just that day, but the following days. And then gently, gently expand. And the rule there is about 10% of time per week at the most. So movement is great. Movement is fun. It will help you a lot, but don't beat yourself up when you're doing it. Take great care. We'll talk some more soon.